Welcome to another slow Sunday. So here I've got the book as always, and I'm opening it up to the first blank page, and there it is, all ready for some idea, and I have no idea. And so I'm staring at the page, and then here I sped it up because I was there for about half a minute or more. And I decided to start with a top hat. I haven't done a top hat for a while. And so I'm drawing a big, tall, stovepipe hat. And I don't know what's going underneath it, but here's the ribbon. So we got a ribbon, and it's the rim, and we're going around. There's a nice rim, like that. Okay, what's going underneath? And so I'm thinking. An animal, a person, I don't know. Let's see. So I'd go with a nose and some long hair off the side. And I go, wait, let's put an eye. And I'm thinking, though, this whole time that a witch would be like too obvious. And I don't feel like a witch, so I'll go with a wizard. So I'm drawing this wizard. I decided pretty much then. Actually, I hadn't, but I thought I'd throw in a book. And you throw in a book, and then you can think of things while you're doing the book. And so then I go, yeah, it's a wizard. And I'm like, mustache, yes, mustache, beard, mustache, there you go. And then I go, well, I don't know yet. And so I put in some pages of the book, and clearly they are translucent. You can see through them and see the wizard, but there's magic wizard pages. So there you go. And then I'm like, okay, draw the mouth, the top of the mustache, bottom of the mustache, and there's a mouth, and he's clearly studying his book hard. And then I'm like, oh, I have a line there for the book. How do I make a hand? So I go, well, who cares? Let's make it a glove. So there's the wizard's left hand, and there's his right hand, and it's like, okay, that's good enough. Suggestion of a hand. Holding it, serious wizard. But then I go, wait. The wizard notices a typo. He's been using this book of spells for hundreds and hundreds of years, and now he notices a typo for the first time. And the squirrel that lives in his hat, because where else would a squirrel live but in a wizard's hat, is also looking at the typo and saying, I told you so. I told you it was there all along, but you didn't listen. And the wizard's like, whoa, typo. How many spells have I done wrong because of this typo? You'd think he'd be able to cast a spell to correct the typo, but clearly not. Wizards have their limits too, so I drew this tree because I wanted, like, okay, let's put him out in the woods. So here's a fir tree out in the woods, and I'm like, what do I put up there? Do I put something on top? No, I'll put an owl on the side, because a wizard should have an owl, I think. Because maybe an owl should have a wizard. Maybe that's more appropriate. An owl should always have a wizard. So here's my owl, and clearly it notices the typo in the book of spells too. It's like, woo, 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 woo. And then we need a moon because it's a dark night with a crescent moon in the sky. And so I got my moon. I go, well, we need clouds scudding across the sky, and there's a cloud that's scudding pretty good. And then I go, what next? Well, this wizard, let's see, needs a cauldron, a pot in which to make some spells, or maybe just a really good stew that he's about to eat while he thinks about his typo in his book of spells. I don't know. Maybe it's both. A stew and a spell. A stew to the wizard, a spell to anybody else who takes it in. So there's the steam rising, and you can see the flames under the pot. Okay. What else? No. Let's make the, oh my God. gosh. Or maybe he's just reading a scary book in the middle of the woods, and the owl and the squirrel are like, whoa, whoa, this is too scary, even for a wizard. So let's put the title of the book on, and instead we'll put some little hieroglyphics or runes, little symbols, because a wizard book wouldn't have an actual title on it. It'd have something that only the wizard would understand. And maybe it changes. I don't know, depending on what spell the wizard is doing. But here it is. And there's the title down the spine of the book. And a little bit more. Oh my gosh. And I'm thinking this is about done, but we need one more tree. And so there you have it. The wizard. I like the bent of that tree. Leaning towards the owl, going, why didn't you land on me? And I think about putting something else in. I go, nope, I'm done. So this is my drawing of a wizard and finding a typo in his book of spells. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Please like and share. Have a good weekend. Peace, joy, love.